Hey, good morning. It is Monday, October 9th. The bad news is you're not in class. The good news is you know where to go for your work. Okay, so what we're doing today is we're asking what if both sides are equal? Like we were working with the expression mats where we did the comparisons and we said this side's greater, right, or that side's greater. Now we're going to look at a comparison mat where it's called an equation mat. You'll see that down here. It's an equation mat. So now we're actually going to solve equations, like what happens if both sides are equal. And then we can solve for a variable with the equation mat. Okay. So our learning target today is we will begin solving equations for x as a variable, and we'll strengthen our simplification skills. Then the success criteria for you today is number one, can you find the equation mat? And number two, can you use the equation mat to solve an algebraic expression? The next thing we did is we looked at our homework review, and that was 69 and 70. So where are you, 69 and 70? Boom, boom, boom. We solved that one, and then this one. Okay. This one they wanted the perimeter, and then they said, well, what happens if x is 6 and y is 10? So we'll solve that, and we'll solve this one. Now, if you look at the addendums or the things that I added on to this stream too, I added one that showed your homework review from Friday, and then there's another short video that showed your lesson review from Friday. Okay. After that, we have two new homeworks. We have one that's on calculator check. So this is on 271. And what they want you to do is they want you to enter these expressions on a calculator. And then they want you to solve and see if you can get it to match up something on the right side. So the left side letters are going to match up with the right side numbers. They want to see if you can figure that out. And then the second one is, this is the equation mat right here, right? So this doesn't have the or greater in the middle, which was our comparison mat. This is our equation mat. So these two bars means equal. So this over here equals that over there. So the first thing they want you to do is, can you write out what this sentence says? So it says negative 2x plus 3 opposite negative x plus 4 equals 2 subtract 3 opposite x subtract 2 parentheses. Like, can you write that out? Then if you can write it out, then can you solve it? Okay, so they're interested first, can you write that out? Then after that, what we did is we looked at the lesson review, and lesson review was 64, 65, and 66, and that was creating, from Friday, that was creating a left side and a right side and trying to figure out which one was greater. And if you look on the attached video on this stream, you will see that video of me solving these. And then we went on to the new lesson. The new lesson is 74 and then 75. Where are you? 74 and 75. So I'll look right in here. And this is on 2.1.8, and we get to 74. So it says solving for x. In later courses, you will learn more about situations like part A and part B in the preceding problem called inequalities. From now, to learn more about x, assume that the left expression and the right expression are equal. The two expressions will be brought together on one mat to create an equation mat, as shown in the figure below. The double line down the center of an equation mat represents the word equals. It is a wall that separates the left side of an equation from the right side. Obtain the equation mat resources page from your teacher, or explore using the e-tool. I would use the e-tool. It's all set up for you. Build the equation represented by the equation mat, and then simplify as much as you can. All right, so the first thing we want to do is to open this up, and then can you simplify this? It looks like right now we have x plus 1 minus 2 opposite negative 2x plus 1 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 opposite negative x plus 1. Okay, then can you go through and solve that? After that, on your mat, build the equation 2x minus 5, that goes on the top left, equals, all this on the top right, negative 1 plus 5x plus 2. And then see if you can balance that. Then use your Simplification skills, that's not so simple. To simplify this equation as much as possible so that the x is alone on one side of the equation, use the fact that both sides are equal to solve for x, record your work. This looks kind of tricky. It's not once you get started, it's kind of fun. It's more like moving things around and it makes you feel smart. Then we go down to 275, down to here. That was 274. Then at 275, the next thing we want to do is get your algebra tiles open and then solve these equations. On the left side, put 3x's, subtract 7. Then we have the equals. On the right side, put 2, move the pieces around, and solve for x's. Okay? That is it. And then I'm going to ask you to do as much as you can do. And then tomorrow when we come in, we are going to solve these homeworks together. And then we're going to go through and we're going to solve these lesson problems together. How does that sound? And I implore you, when you are in here, work as hard as you can. Get as much done in the allotted time as you can. And then don't worry about it, okay? All right, friends, I hope you're well. I hope I see you on Tuesday. And I hope things are going well for you. All right. We miss you, and we will see you later.